Howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Oh boy, howdy. Yesterday was fun. But first, the Shelton, Washington weather and plague rat report, because I went out walkies last night. It was very clear all day yesterday. Bright, well, not bright, but blue sky, and at night it was crisp and clear and cold. It was very cold last night, so it was a very brisk and chill walk. I still just wear my summer jacket when I'm out walkies. I just zip it up all the way and keep the sleeves rolled down if it's cold. I mean, it was almost freezing, and I was fine just wearing these two shirts. Well, not these ones, but two shirts and then a summer jacket. Just zip it up when I'm cold, roll the sleeves down. Yeah, I can feel the cold, but my body does better in cold. I don't do good in heat. Slightly chill to chill actually makes my body and brain work best. So the times back when it used to get really cold, like 5 years back, I mean, global warming has changed things that much that fast, but when it would get freezing, like back in October, I would wear my puffy coat, even when it was snowing. And 2 blocks into it, I would have my puffy coat off and tied around my waist because it was just too hot. Now, I pump out the BTUs, and I'm one of those. I have a video queued up. I haven't watched it yet. But, they talk about, you need 2,000 or some odd calories per day just to sustain yourself. There are some people like me that I only need like 1,000 calories. If I get more than 1,000 calories, even doing exercise, it gets packed on as weight. So, thumbs up for that. But, oh boy, now that, plague rat, I had yogurt, some potato crisps this morning, and then some, not yogurt, I was going to say yogurt, but it was soda, some Diet Cola soda, and all 3 of them are fighting it out for dominance in my belly right now. Yay! But, let's see, what was it I was going to talk about? Well, plague rat report. As I was leaving Safeway last night, family came in, so of course the kids, they didn't have their masks pulled up. They had just the whole chin diaper sort of thing. It's like, don't even bother when you're going to do that. Just wear a sign that says, I hate you and I want you to die. At that point, don't even bother wearing a mask. So, not that I'm bitter about this sort of thing. With over 400,000 dead and it just raging out of control in this country. But anyway, the big thing that happened yesterday is, oh boy, I was feeling pretty good. Started off the day feeling pretty good. In fact, up until about 9:30, I was feeling good. I felt good. I felt physically good. I felt mentally good. I was doing okay. About 9:30, I started thinking, I might as well get some recording done. So I started looking through my list of videos that I had to see what was coming up and what I was coming up with next. And I noticed I wasn't feeling so good. My mood was going like this, and it was speeding up, going down. And as I was trying to find things to record, it just caught up on speed, and the roller coaster of my mood slammed through the floor and down into hell. Hell that I haven't been in for years. That track and that car of the roller coaster just kept slamming down through long abandoned places. I ended up in such a horrific mental place yesterday. I scrolled through my entire list of Steam games and GOG games. And all I wanted to do was to sit in a corner and have the world go away. It was horrible. I was not at the game ending sort of ideation, so that was good. Even if I had, I would have realized what was going on, because I knew what was happening, and that it was not anything I could control. This sort of biochemical storm of, biochemistry, everything coming together, a bunch of disparate wavelengths that all of a sudden are all working together, and then wham! So that was special. Yeah, no game ending ideation, but I have not been that depressed in a very, very long time. Finally, I picked Minecraft because I knew I had to do something. At that point, it was desperate. I had to do something. Because just sitting and doing nothing was still going down. That wasn't good. It was rough. And I went around 7 o'clock on walkies. And even at that, I was still having horrific issues at that point. Having to stop myself with trains of thought. And then, of course, at one point, because of that, I started thinking about something with my wife, and that was a spike of sorrow that came right on top of it. And it was even worse. Yesterday was just a perfect storm of depression and mental horror. I slept pretty good though, so that part's nice. By the end of the day, by the time that I was going to bed, I had gone wham, 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 and I was on my way back up. Even when I was on walkies, a few times that I went boom, back down again, I was still a general trending upward. So thank goodness I slept pretty good. I hammer down a ton of potassium tablets every single day because of my legs. I take vitamins and extra supplements because I do not eat well. My dentures don't fit right. They're already partially broken, so I don't want them to get destroyed. So I try to not eat things where they're going to break. So my diet is not wonderful because I can't chew a lot of things. So I take a lot of vitamin supplements, which is good and bad because they found out that people who take vitamin supplements, essentially there is no difference between taking vitamin supplements and not taking vitamin supplements. But I don't eat well. I'm not one of the people that eats well and takes vitamins, because you get vitamins in your food. I don't get a lot of good food, so hopefully supplementing it with vitamins actually works. I know the potassium works. My legs have issues, but they don't cramp. And that's very good. Of course, right now I just have the sheet on my bed. I have a fleecy blanket folded up so it only goes from like my shoulders down to my belly button. And then anything more than that, and I'm going to overheat, and then I'm going to be cramping. So it's joyous, it's fun, it's pleasant, it's sweet. Now, as well, I keep running across and finding posts from people with ADHD that it's like, oh my God, that. Where another aspect of my life has been someone with ADHD has mentioned it, and it's like, holy God, it's something that I thought was me was because of the ADHD. I've talked before how I feel, like the sand running through my fingers. Time is going so quickly. Days pass like hours. Weeks pass like days. And I saw a post on Facebook from someone who talked about that. They mentioned how, there's no real term for it, but there's things you have to do to maintain friendships. A lot of people, like me, with ADHD, don't have that friendship degradation where it can be months that you've gone without seeing somebody. Months. They've given up on you and moved on. But for you, it's like, okay, I'm ready to go see them now. You're ready. Nothing has changed. and they've given up and turned on and passed on because you were gone. Well, I can understand that. I'm one of those that days pass like hours and weeks pass like days. It may feel like just 2-3 days since I've seen someone, and it can be weeks. So, yay. That feeling of just time is sand running through your fingers, and I'm even more. I mean, I know I am out of sight, out of mind, massively. I forget I have a sister because I am so out of sight, out of mind, and it's the ADHD. How much of my life would be different? My parents, I remember this. My parents, when I was a very small child, had me tested for hyperactivity. Apparently, whoever tested me decided I wasn't hyperactive. I may not have been, but I have suffered from ADHD my whole life, and boy, things would be so different if I had been medicated. But while I don't really like what has happened with my life, I am where I am, and I'm pretty pleased with myself where I am, aside from all the issues that I have. I mean, I like my personality. I like me as a person. So with the cards that I've been dealt, with the life I have lived, I'm pretty pleased with me. So I don't know what my life would be. I know it would be massively different. And I wouldn't have gotten married. I probably would never have worked as a nurse's aide. I could have been a paid professional writer. Who knows? In another universe, I am. You know, and if there is a multiverse, and again, I mean, there may be a multiverse. That's one of the things we'll never know. We can't travel out of this universe. So even if the multiverse theory of, well, hypothesis of quantum mechanics is correct, it matters, but it doesn't matter, because we're in this universe and we can't leave this universe. There's no way to communicate with any other universe. There's no way to leave this universe. So yes, if the hypothesis is true, and there are an infinite number of you out there, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can't communicate with them. We can't change anything. We can't touch them in any way, shape, or form. So live your life. On top of that, though, I mean, I might as well check out this thing here. Oh, yes, I'm going to talk about this one as well. I mentioned, what was that, like 4 or 5 days ago? I woke up because I have gastric reflux bad. Some days I'll have gastric reflux so bad that I have to swallow stomach contents back down. And I'll actually have chewy bits after I've done that, where it's been in my stomach and it came up enough, and a chewy bit that's either chew it and re-swallow it or just and then spit it out. That must have happened while I was sleeping, because I woke up with like stomach contents halfway up my throat, and I've been worried that I had aspirated. Aspirating is just you inhale something solid that shouldn't be in your lungs. I've been afraid that I'd aspirated something. Even without some bud, I am completely out of bud at this moment. I have nothing but concentrates, and so my lungs are happier. I'm still much more wheezy than I should be. My lungs still don't feel good. At the same time, I have no fever. I'm not, and my lungs, while wheezy, are not bad. So if I aspirated something, I think my system's taking care of it. I don't know. I'm not getting sick, though I seem to be having some minor ill effects from something. So who knows? Who knows? And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now, except accidentally. Very good peripheral vision, so I accidentally read comments when I'm staring at a name. And if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that sort of thing, though I have a lot more practice than most. And even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADHD, mourning, and more, I'm amazed that I can remember my own name at times. Goodness gracious. Well, I can't cough that up, so that's special. Anyway, though, let me call it my Chrome here. We have Ice Damon, good to see you in the comments. John Pearson, thumbs up and thank you. Sean Harhoff, I sure hope I'm close, thank you. Phoenix Connection, greatly appreciated. SMK, STCK334, I would say Smokestack, thumbs up and thank you. Yosefer Al Amuri, I sure hope I'm close, thank you very, very much. Nicholas Fuentes, thumbs up and thank you. We have Confused Owl 29. Oh yes, my sense of smell came back. I've got no issues. Yeah, later that day, just 2 hours later, my sense of smell was all back. So, thumbs up on that. Mackenzie Tuma, thumbs up and thank you. Nick D'Agostino, I am sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Heroes Died 12, thumbs up. Melissa R, thank you very, very much. Odran Murphy, thumbs up and thank you. Devil Dog, I like that name. Thank you very much. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments, my friend. Anna Blomqvist, thumbs up and thank you. It is appreciated. We have Damon, thumbs up and thank you. Hunters, greatly appreciated. Made in Canada, very, very good to see you in the comments, my friend. Thumbs up. Rottweilers, greatly appreciated. Silver Catalyst, greatly appreciated. We have Denial, thumbs up, and good to see you in the comments, my friend. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. We have Purple Ghoul, thumbs up, I like the name. And last but not least, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it looks like Freddie Wyman, but it's WHYMXN. So I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you all so very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you very much. Definitely a thumbs up. Real quick, before I forget, I had mentioned that my mouse died. Well, was dying. It's been a good mouse, but it's been falling apart and it hasn't been working, so this contraption is gone. This contraption is back. Not back, is here. This was sent to me by Aaron. Thank you so very much. I have it in use right now. It has what is for me the hated thumb buttons. Because this hand, I've got nerve damage, so my hand is a club. Thumb buttons are just, I click them all the time. The configuration software lets me turn those off. So, my big old clumsy thumb can smack these all day. And it isn't going to change a thing. Thank you so very much. And if you could check out my various things down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through anything at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool and greatly appreciated. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. Thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell and the subscription button, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. A definite thumbs up. And of course, the lobster hat-wearing duckhead of judgment suffers from a surplus of scorn. It is ready, not eager, but ready, to cast that scorn upon all those it finds disappointing. Its mockery is severe. Do not disappoint the lobster hat-wearing duckhead of judgment. It suffers from a surplus of scorn. And of course, Black Lives Matter. Good golly, Miss Molly. I mean, really, Black Lives Matter. And justice for everybody, the jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs in police uniforms that keep brutalizing, beating, and murdering American citizens in their homes and on the streets. Yay! So please, If you don't have to go out, please do not go out. I was almost said it backwards. If you don't have to go out, please don't go out. Remember to wash your hands. Try not to touch your face. If you do have to go out, please wear a mask. Practice your social distancing. Yes, this thing is not as contagious as measles. It is not strictly airborne, so it's not as dangerous as measles. But it is still insanely contagious, and it has a fatality rate far higher than you think it does. So please, please take this seriously. And of course, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. So practice as much self-care as you can, be as creative as you can, and I will see you on the flip side.